Hi, this is Bill Danielson for Riverbrook Bike and Ski. The above video of me roller skiing out here in Colorado is evidence of how much fun roller skiing is, and it's a great way to stay fit and work on technique. I'm on my V2 Arrows from Genix, and the only thing I don't like about them is changing the tires. Not so easy to do. But Genix has a great new product called the Genix V2 Arrow Tire Changing Station, and I had a great opportunity to spend several hours with Eric Johnson from Genix at his home just outside of Boulder.
So Eric, what exactly do we call this machine? Do you have a
Just the Arrow tire changing station.
the Arrow tire changing station? And just for the record, you are Eric Johnson.
Eric Johnson, yes, of V2 Jet.
V2 Genix, and it's your family's business, correct?
It is, in fact.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yep, my dad started it back in the late 80s.
Sure.
The unit is a station. That's all that there is to it. And because you're torquing on it pretty good, you need to affix it to something. So, if you don't have a workbench, you don't have a ski bench, something to that effect, then you can just screw it down to a piece of wood and wherever it fits.
A couple of sawhorses,
Even
nice.
a kitchen table, if you didn't want to, if you put a cloth or something underneath the wood, it's not going to get damaged. So
Cool.
And it doesn't need to be, this isn't the most solid surface in the world, but it gets your job done. Okay?
Yep, tubes
All
came.
right, excellent.
Yep. So I'm just going to watch you do it.
Yeah, and I'll show you one step that we're not going to do, because you already miraculously. First thing you want to do is get all the air out of there. And then basically what you want to do, if you haven't had to change them in a while, you might, where the bead hits the rim, it might get a little bit stuck. And that's where this tire station comes in. So you just tighten this down just enough to secure it, keep it in place. Flip this forward. This bolt goes behind here. That keeps this in the vertical position. And then this bearing is pushing down on the tire. So that's how you're breaking that seal.
Sure.
And it's as easy as that. And if we were actually taking the tire off, you would just flip it over and do the same thing again.
Same on the other side.
Yeah, and you could at this point also just lubricate the bead with a little Armor All, a little Murphy's oil soap and water will do the trick as well. But yeah, that just helps.
Sure.
But once that part's done, you'll be surprised just how easy it is. But
Cool.
in fact, it looks like all we're going to be doing is putting them on for you. So, basically we have two tire irons, a little small one and this giant one here. And you want to get the valve stem out of the way a little bit. Take a smaller tire iron. And our instructions say to go ahead and crank it forward, but since we have a little play, I'm going to insert this other one. I'm going to take the smaller one, pop it up, and just hold it down with my thumb. Take this one, and
Just pry it right off.
yeah, and it's that easy.
And that's that easy on that side.
And that's off. Then I'll just come in from underneath.
Wow,
It's
nice.
done. So,
The nice part about that is it's really got everything stabilized.
yeah.
You can get at it.
No,
Looks
no.
like
I mean,
neat.
it's very simple. Yeah, I'm not beating my hands up a whole lot. I'm not
Perfect.
busting my knuckles.
Airing up a brand new tube then is just get enough air into it so that you can fit it into the tire.
Yeah, just enough to really
And-
get it to hold its shape,
Sure.
so that it's not binding when you're cranking it down.
Got it. Otherwise you'll get a pinch flat right out of the gates.
Yeah, exactly. If you didn't, if you didn't inflate it at all, it would be really tough.
That'd be no way to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, just like a road tire then.
And it just helps keep it out of the way.
Yep. So we got a little bit of road tire here. We got a little bit of mountain tubeless tire mounting technique going on here, and then everything unique to roller ski tires.
Precisely.
It's a three-way deal. Again, putting on the baby powder. Make sure I'm recording here. Yep, we're recording. Get my ugly mug in there for one shot.
In my,
Two, make that two. 'Cause you were there before.
in my disorganized garage.
So right, the depth of field on this is brought to you and maybe another foot.
Well,
so
that's probably good. Probably good.
you know, you get the baby powder up the tube, insert the tube in the tire, and then you slip that baby with some Armor All on the bead, and get it set in there. So this is probably the hardest part right here, right? This is the whole key to it
This is the hardest
is getting
part,
it
yeah.
set the first spot,
Yeah, especially a new tube that hasn't been put on or come off of a rim so far.
because that's a steel bead,
Correct.
and that's
yeah.
what makes it so tough.
Yeah, and just the nature of the diameter.
Right. So you're actually folding both of those beads at one time
Mhm.
around that rim.
Yep.
It wasn't like you put on one like you would do a mountain tire.
No.
So it's two beads in one fell swoop. there.
Correct. And the bottom one will pop into place first. But still, yeah, that's what's hard. It's you know, without this station and without really torquing,
Sure.
you wouldn't be able to do it.
Wow, it's amazing how fast you got that on there.
Big time kudos to Eric Johnson for having us over to watch a demonstration of the V2 Aero tire changing station. Winter's coming, so get out and get those roller skis going. And if you need tubes, tires, or a change, contact Riverbrook Bike and Ski in Spooner or Sealy. Thanks for watching.